Hello guys and welcome back to our Gothic invasion achievement run, when we start as one province Theodoro with the goal of getting this achievement over here that requires me to conquer all of the German provinces in Europe. We're on a good way. You see, we conquered all of these lands and completed more than a half of our mission tree. So the goal for today's episode is to finish this mission tree. To do that I will have to conquer a bunch of Balkan provinces, provinces in Greece, provinces in the steppes, Ruthenia, Caucasia, develop a bit of our steppes, get some Cossacks, and we'll be good to start going after Germany. And the final step that we want to do in today's episode is to dismantle the HRE, so be building up for that. Since one of the missions requires you to have 30,000 Cossacks, I will go ahead and take a privilege from this estate that allows me to recruit them. You see, with 16% land ownership they will get 8% fraction, actually a little bit more than that, 10%, because I increased their land ownership, which is enough for 3,000 Cossacks. We need to make it 10x. But yeah, besides that I will be fixing our economy. It is good, I'm just spending a lot of rooting out corruption. We're up to date with technologies, almost also with ideas. And the first step for today is to attack Karakoyunlu to get the Caucasian provinces we need for the mission. And of course guys, before we start, please do remember to leave a subscription on the channel to get notified about all of the future content, because I know that half of you are not subscribing yet. The Protestant Reformation just started in Bohemia. This is really good news for us, because that's gonna make expansion to Europe much easier once the Protestants spread. Time for the new icon. This time I'll go for improved relations and AE impact, since we'll be strengthening our expansion. This war is not only gonna give me a Crimean trade center, a trade center in Persia, as well as a destroyer in Persia, but also 1,000 ducats that I'll certainly use to repay a bunch of our loans. Oh yeah, I can become a kingdom at last, but also click the mission Gateway to the Middle East, which is 7 ducats from livestock provinces in our country, but also every mountain hill province that we own is gonna give us 10 mil points. That should be a bunch of them, 327, 407, so I had 8 of these provinces. Oh, this is interesting. The Heart of the Steppes, the +1 merchant, is only working when we are at peace. So I'm losing a merchant at war. I think it's time to attack Kazan to fix the borders here. I'll get a gold mine, and most importantly get the steppes mission. Something that I often recommend doing when you know that you'll be going for a fairly long war and you won't be able to deal with the rebels. Just go ahead and provoke whatever rebels you can. So we're gonna clear this before the war starts. That's what I'm doing here. And once I deal with the Gothic peasants as well, I'm gonna go after the Kazanese. I have no idea what this Russia is doing, but why everyone's reaching Tech 9 in military, they are still at Tech 5.
Why are you the way that you are?
They don't even have the crucial Tech 6. Oh, never mind, they're just replaying hordes. Both Uzbek and Kazan have the same tech. And this technology differences really allowed me to do a lot of stack wipes. So the whole enemy army is down to around 20,000. We've killed 56. To get the mission, Cossack mission, I'm gonna get another privilege here. That's giving us another 10% Cossacks force limit, but also a decision that's giving us a couple of Cossacks. So I will be able to go over that limit. Like, for example, now we'll get 5,000. I'm just not gonna get it yet because I don't have the limit. Conquest of the provinces of Kazan is subdue the hordes, which is giving us construction time and cost for the current and future steppe provinces. So now to get the King's Vanguard, I still need a couple of Cossacks, but also it's time to go after Ruthenia. Actually, I'm looking at this, I'm gonna get 10 of the Cossacks, thanks to our influence, but you see there's a note, cannot exceed our land force limit. So if I click this right now, we'll just get 2,000. So what I will do, I will get rid of 7,000 of infantry. I'm gonna click this decision. We just recruited as 10,000 Cossacks. All of them being cav, so it's they're gonna be a bit expensive, but it is what it is. We have to get to 30,000 of Cossacks force limit. And let's see how much they cost. They are expensive. How much it is? 0.68 a month versus 0.27 a month. If I get this guy's loyalty, they'd be a bit cheaper. I mean, for the next few decades, I will have to stack it just so be able to finish our mission tree. Age of Reformation just started, which is bad news because we've lost the AE impact, but also good news because we'll be able to unlock the religious wars. War score cost versus other religions. The issue is we have absolutely nothing here. This is gonna be hard. If you didn't realize, look how many perma claims Gothia is receiving. This is just beautiful. Here is the lovely gold mine. You see it's earning us 0.92. To increase what I'm earning, I will have to change the religion first, before I even start developing this province. Because then it's gonna be just harder to convert if I develop it first. Mr. Lithuania, it's time. They're independent, but anyway, allied to Poland. I'm gonna call Hungary into that war, and that's gonna be conquest of Kiev, obviously. That won't be an easy war, just take a look at the numbers versus our numbers, even with Hungary and Moscow included. The last admin idea is not only tech cost, but also gov capacity, and obviously, as we just discussed, a policy for advisor cost and yearly corruption. I will take just a little bit of a border gore, but I had to take 13 provinces in Ruthenia region that were for the mission tree, so this province didn't count. But it is fine. The borders are not that bad. We'll be fixing them over time, you can trust me on that. And Plains of Ruthenia mission is gonna give us an upgrade to the Kievan Great Project. That's giving us additional missionary, but that's at tier 3, which, you know, it's not even close. But also we're getting a grazing grass in Ruthenia event, which is either giving us changing some cultures in a few provinces to Crimean, giving Cossacks equilibrium, and Cossack self-governance is gonna give us additional tax and manpower in Ruthenian provinces, or 4 random Ruthenian provinces get another manufacture. I'll go for the first one. But does the Crimean culture even work for us? It is accepted, so it is fine, but honestly it would be more worth to get the Gothic one, but I guess it is what it is. Tell me, what the hell is this event? -1 stability or 75 government reform progress. No way I'm gonna lose stability. Our truce with the Ottomans just ended last year, so we almost got a perfect timing to attack them again. Just maybe hide our fleets. And so I'm gonna clear the borders in the Balkans, which is most probably gonna break our alliance with Hungary, but at this point we don't care. I made a stupid mistake of inviting Venice to war with the Ottomans so they could deal with Italians, and of course they're not dealing with Italians, instead they are focusing on the Ottoman lands and stealing the provinces from us, so I won't be able to take them in this war. Oh yeah, I can take the tier 5 colony form, which I'm really actually... Normally I would take reinforced cost and speed, but since we've got a bit of CAF because of the Cossacks, I'm gonna take the CAF cost and CAF to inf ratio. At least thanks to this war I can enforce religion on Ferrara, which is gonna give me a bonus here in Age of Reformation. And yeah, from the Ottomans... SP0 holds. I really should have taken far more, but yeah, we've got trolled hard. It's time to start restructuring our alliances. Ideally, we would like to ally France and yeah, France. Yeah, this will work. Just have to rival Hungary, get rid of our alliance with them, because we need to expand here. Also, long term, we'll need to get rid of Venice. That I can keep them for now. Let's just do France instead of these two, probably. Okay, let's just break alliance with Hungary first. And let's go ahead and make them our rival. Now improve relations with France, and it's gonna be a bit easier thanks to the fact that I rivaled Hungary. Time for another war with Karakuyan Law. I'm gonna use it to establish a trade company in Persia that's gonna give me a merge that already have Yerevan and Shirvan added to it. One of the cool features I think from the previous patch is that you can now ask AIs to share their knowledge with you. So I'm gonna do that exactly with Ferrara. Here goes the peace deal with Karakuyan, taking the Persian provinces and fixing the borders as promised. Now, to make the economic base perfect, I only have to also create some trade companies in Aleppo and Alexandria. So we're gonna collect a lot of money in Constantinople, but obviously that requires all of the Mamluks, which is big. They have 60,000 troops. A miracle happened, guys. Moscow is at Tech 9 military.
Impossible.
I think that's because, no, they did not finish quality ideas. It's time to click this mission. I can go ahead and raise the Cossack. Ah, no, I can't. What's the equilibrium? It's actually dropping. Because this, yeah, it's gonna give me enough of Cossacks, but also it's gonna decrease their loyalty. So now to take this mission, I need to get loyalty to 70. Well, that's not so far away. Let's just keep... Yeah, I can remove 2,000 of these Cossacks, and I have to keep all of the others to have it at 30. Here we go. Promise you, we keep fixing it, not only borders, but also the name placement. Thanks to this conquest, we are getting Basileus of the Balkans mission, which is for every Balkan province that has a great purchase will gain 25 of each monarch power. Also, Kosovo will get Gavras family gold depots, plus 2 goods produced locally. Local depletion chance decreased and death cost. The next time we expand infrastructure in the province, we will get 2 years of production income. Oh yeah, we gotta prepare this province to be our pure source of income. Oh yeah, you might wonder about the AE. It is not that bad. It's actually a big chunk of it, but it's also decreasing fairly fast. I see 1.9 yearly. Actually, I thought it's gonna be more. Oh yeah, overextension and lack of prestige is hurting us. Now with this Cossacks mission, let's just insult the Mamluks. We should get 10 loyalty, which gives us King's Vanguard mission, which is the event one with the Tatars. Here we have a choice. We either get the expand of the Cossacks regiments is temporary, will give us additional 10% of the Cossacks force limit, and also the Cossacks will get shock damage and army drill game modifier. Or alternatively, the Cossack self-government's state project is gonna give us gov capacity, as well as minus 10% state maintenance and minus 100% local religion unity contribution. Let's go for the gov cap. I'm stating a lot of promises, it's gonna be definitely of use. And it's also gonna help us fix a little bit a religious unit. It's 78% now. Now this requires us to have 10 provinces in the steppes with 3 buildings and 5 provinces in the steppes with 20 development. It's gonna be a bit more tricky, but we're gonna achieve that. We have a pretty good amount of the mana saved. I think this is where I'm gonna stop my eastern expansion. I might just conquer Kazai on top of that, but we don't really need much more. I wanted this war simply to fix our borders, and I definitely achieved what I was looking for. Now what is gonna be super important is the simple terrain map mode, which I'm gonna use to get first of all 10-step provinces with 3 buildings and then 5-step provinces with at least 20 development. So first I'm looking for provinces with 2 buildings like Saraj and Crimea, and I'm building the 3rd one. And then once I run out of this kind of buildings, I'll be looking for provinces with 1 building. Since I will have to defeat Venice to take the islands I need for the mission, let's build a flagship. That's gonna be a heavy ship with additional cannons, morale, and trade power. Okay guys, I'm breaking the alliance with Venice. Let's get ready because I am about to get this mission as well. There we go, we did develop a couple of provinces to 20. And with that we've got the Settling the Goths mission, which is giving us 3 base production in Saratov, distributing 10 military development and another 10 development in step provinces with 20 dev being already there. Then the prime herding rights estate privilege will grant us extra 10% manpower in the step provinces, while the prime herding rights will no longer give us a malus to absolutism. So this right now gives us not 25% but 35% local manpower for the cost of some tax. You know what guys, I'm gonna take it. My maximum was 84,000, and with this change it's gonna be just probably not a big difference, just a tiny bit more, 100,000. While I'll be waiting for the truce with Venice to go down, let me prepare for the war against Mamluks, which it won't be easy. By the way, Kosovo after coring and decreasing the autonomy is giving us 10 of gold income. No joke, but army quality of Mamluks is pretty good. Look at the amount of the morale modifiers they're having. And we're actually gonna lose this battle here, I think. Well, how about I attack them with the similar amount of numbers on both... What is happening? How they are destroying me so much? This battle wasn't even close. This isn't even close. Look at the losses. Since the army quality is really superior to ours, I have to reorganize my stacks to make them as efficient as possible. That means all of the artillery in one stack. Then our combat width is 27. So I'm gonna use 14,000 cav. And 13,000 of infantry, but prioritizing the Cossacks. Rest of the army is gonna be reinforcements. We already have almost 200,000 losses in this war. It's gonna be very bloody. Now I have in this battle, so I'm gonna try reinforcing it correctly. So first with half of this army, then second half. I'll probably win even without those reinforcements, but that was in case these guys wanted to join as well. 300,000 losses already and I'm out of manpower. Yeah, the PC with Mamluks will be a bit of a border gore, guys, but you understand, right? This is all for the trade companies. So we get more merchants and we maximize income from Constantinople, so be ready for the conquest of Europe. You know, now that I have more trade power in Aleppo and I'm gonna increase it, I can start going with my Persia trades through Aleppo instead of Astrakhan. This way we've hit over 100 of income, which is just perfect, and we're gonna just scale it now. Since I'll be fighting a lot with Europe and I have a very precious gold mine in Kosovo, I started building a fort here. But if you have Venice, easy quick war, right? 63,000 troops. Let's see if we have any chance with Venice on the navy. They have 11 heavy ships. And a bit more morale and much better general. I think we have no chance. Oh yeah. Run, fools! And they of course sank our flagship in the first battle. This war will also give me enough prestige to finally become an empire, because we are a long time beyond 1,000 development. So Mr. Venice, please accept this lovely peace deal. So I can become an empire. That is gonna help with Gav capacity a lot, and I can pretty much finish my mission there, because Aegean Supremacy is gonna change Aegean Sea to the Gothic Sea, and all of the Aegean Islands are gonna get death cost and trade power. That is gonna be super helpful. Look, Gothic Sea. Finally, Gavras Triumphant is gonna give us update to Gothic Monarchy. That's gonna make companies cost 50% less army professionalism, doesn't matter for us. And a special merc company, Gavras House Guards, that do not take professionals were recruited. Finally, the Gothic invasion. How about we go ahead and insult Austrians? There it is! The Gothic invasion! So, first of all calendar future promises in Germany will gain and modify a return to the Gothic phase, which is gonna give us local culture conversion cost and time. I'm gonna unlock Gothic invasion casus belli, that is kind of imperialist casus belli in all of the Germans, I think European ones even. And finally, you see, depending which German city I'm gonna conquer, I'm gonna get a different bonus. Vienna is gonna give me diplomatic annexation cost. Prague is gonna be advisor cost of the same culture. Cologne is additional missionary. Aachen is admin efficiency. Lübeck is a naval force limit and provincial trade power. Let's go ahead and pick it. And this is it. I just completed the whole mission tree of Gothia. Let's take a look. Oh, the printing press. Gothic invasion casus belli. Do I have it on Austria? Or I think I have to border a nation to get it, because I do have it on Hungary, which is, oh, I love this, which is, let's take a look. 75% AE, 100% prestige, 75% cost. So it works like imperialist casus belli, but I need to border the nation. In the meantime, religions became really messy in nature. That's gonna help us a lot. I've been playing around with the electors, and as of now I'm allied to all of them except Landshut. That is allied to Austria, so that doesn't matter for us. And the only one that is an issue is Trier. You see, Trier does not really want to ally us, but we'll figure this out. Yes guys, we are absolutely ready for the war. But before I go after the HRE, which won't be an easy one, because Spain is supporting Austria, Let me first clear the borders with Hungary. Oh god, that was a big mistake to call our European allies to war against Hungary, because Hungary and England siege all them down and they annulled our treaties, which means I cannot re-ally them for some time. But it's actually good news, because that should allow me to ally Trier, but also they rival Mainz, because I have so much trust with Mainz. They're gonna be very happy to ally me. I just realized that Lithuania is allied to both England and Poland. So I can leverage this for a Gothic invasion. I won't take everything, I just want to fix the borders here and connect my lands. With this little trick, I'm gonna be able not only to fix the borders with Lithuania and take a bunch of money, but also break the relations with Poland. So I'm gonna keep the alliance with Poland after this war. I will also ally France, and then all of the HRE electors that are not allied to Austria. As I have so many diplomats, I keep using them for two purposes. First of all, I improve relations with all of the electors in HRE, so be having alliances with them, which will make it easier to dismantle the HRE. I'm carrying favors on Poland and France, so they help me in that war. And finally, I'm improving relations with the outraged countries just to avoid coalitions. I really don't have to do that, but I want to. I will attack the Mamluks to fix our borders here a little bit. As I know you guys are enjoyers of good borders, just so do I. Finally, I'm getting the province wars crocus from Diplo ideas. So it makes Austria being cost of 230. Another big country here in HRE? No, I don't think so. Liege is for 46% for us. So I can also go ahead now and take a bit more from the Mamluks. So how about we take all of these terrains? I think guys will enjoy the borders. That's a bit of AE, but I don't think anybody cares. Oh yeah, we just have to attack the Ottomans probably to clear this. Okay guys, now I'm allied to every elector that is not an ally of Austria. Now why is it important? To dissolve the HRE, you have to either occupy all of the capitals of the electors and emperor, or instead of occupying a capital from an elector, you can just be allied to them. So usual strategy to dismantle the HRE is to ally ideally all of the electors, or electors that are not allied to Austria, and then declare on Austria and siege down capitals of these electors in Austria. This could be also a case where you just attack elector that is not allied to Austria, cannot ally. In this case, Austria will anyway protect them. I'm speaking Austria, but obviously I mean Emperor. In most of the cases Austria. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I just have to right now prepare for the war with Austrians, which won't be easy because they're allied to Spain and a bunch of other countries, but I'll get both Poland and France to help. Hopefully look at the debt of France. To make sure France is gonna join our war, I'm gonna use our favors to ask them to prepare for war. Then declare it. And you see they're gonna join. I'm not gonna call any other elector because they might be sieged down and pissed out separately, breaking our alliances, which we don't want to happen. As in the numbers, this war is gonna be super close. They actually have a bit more of an ass. Now you see, it's requiring me to siege down Landshut, Brandenburg and Austria's capitals. I love when Europeans are trying to play colonial. Like France, for example, they have 100,000 troops, out of which 20k is in Europe. In the meantime, the last deployed is Diplotech cost, lower impact on stability from actions, and some discipline. At last, some military quality in our ideas. There we go guys, all three capitals are sieged down. I can go ahead and dismantle the HRE, which gives me prestige that is being converted to monarch points, but also splendor and power projection. This is much better if I wanted to go ahead and take as much as I want from Austria. You will see that with even this kind of nasty peace deal and a lot of promises taken, the EE is not that bad. But yeah, it's not the part of the game where I can go all in yet. And I'm just thinking what to do with this war, because if I don't get out of this war fast, France is gonna die. I mean, not die, but you know, I'm gonna lose the alliance. So the peace deal I was thinking about was simply breaking the relations with Spain, because that's both Spain and Portugal we could get rid of. How's Portugal in this war? Is Portugal allied to Austria? It's not. Is it a defender of faith? Maybe. Guys, Spain has 125% discipline. What the hell ideas did you take? Eco-offensive quality. Oh boy. At least France is occupying provinces in the New World, although there is not much to occupy.
I see this as an absolute win.
And looks like England is involved somehow in a separate war with Spain. What is this? Hungarian succession war. That might be actual blessing, because if you make Spain exhausted, they are already out of manpower, we might white piece them out of this war, which is gonna allow me to take as much as we want from Austria. Oh! And they already lost the alliance between Spain and Austria, because apparently Austria did not accept the call to arms. That is good, so when I'm piecing out these guys, I just take what I want. And I don't have to care about the alliance. Now, I want to try one thing, because, you know, how the AE and spy network construction work is that the more spy network you have on a certain nation, the less AE this nation will receive from your conquests. That's why I'm gonna start building spy on Spain, but also on Milan and some other big Catholic countries. There goes Tech 14, which is the next idea group, and I wasn't even thinking about this one. Maybe Human is to finally not deal with any of rebels, maybe religious. Missionary strength, religious unity, improve relations. Yes, definitely Humanis is my next idea group. I can also get rid of Spain, so now I have 58% war score versus Austria. I think I'm gonna piece them out for all of these provinces. I'm not taking the Czech provinces because that's the wrong culture, we don't need this culture. That's 66 AE, which as you see is not that big of a problem. Just make sure to break, and yeah, it doesn't matter, just piece them out for whatever we have now. And even though it's just 60% war score, that's 123 of our extensions, so you see how much of like AE impact modifiers we're having. And now when you take a look at AE itself, it's not that bad, it's mainly on the Catholics, and it's decreasing 5 a year, so the whole AE goes down in 10 years. But yeah, we fulfilled all of our goals for today. Good borders, dismounting the HRE, finishing the mission tree, and starting the invasion itself. The country looks pretty good. We are at 150 of income, 124 limit, and 135,000 of maximum power. Perfectly balanced.
As all things should be.
So guys, for today, thank you so much for watching. Please do remember to leave a like on this video if you want me to help reach more viewers, and obviously subscribe to the channel to get notified about the final video from this series. Bye!